Hi, I'm Avi.
And I'm Avi's mom, Jenna, and welcome to
Help a Mother Out.
We are on episode, I think 7 or 8. I can't keep track.
I don't know.
Thank you to our new listeners. Thank you to our old listeners. If you're new here, this is a podcast where Avi, my son, teaches me about what's new and important in sports for the week. And I ask him questions that are trivia-based or opinion-based. And we hope that you can use these questions or the knowledge Avi is teaching me with the kids in your life to spark conversations.
Yes.
So that's a little summary of what this podcast is about. So today, Avi's going to fill us in on some football news, a big night for a basketball player. We have good luck to send out, and then I have an opinion question for Avi at the end.
Okay.
All right, Av.
So first thing I want to talk about is Saquon Barkley, the running back for the Philadelphia Eagles. He became the 9th player or running back in NFL history to have over 2,000 rushing yards in a season, which is a really big deal. He needs 101 more rushing yards to break the all-time record that Eric Dickerson had.
And how many games does he have?
He only has one more game, and it's versus old team, the New York Giants. And I'm not sure if he's going to play.
Why wouldn't he play?
Because the Eagles have already clinched, where clinch means they're guaranteed their playoff spot, but he might play just so he can get that record.
So if you were the coach, what would you do there? Would you save him
I would
or would
let
you let him go?
Saquon decide, but I think knowing Saquon, he wouldn't want to play because he's like
He would not want to play?
Maybe not, because a couple earlier this season he was like 11 rushing yards off of breaking his single season yards. His single in one game, his record for most rushing yards. His record for most rushing yards in one game. Mm-hmm. He was 11 yards off of breaking it, and the coach asked him if he wanted to go play, but he said no because they were up a lot. He said, like, let the younger guys and the backups, like, you know, do their thing and get some playing time. So I think he's not going to do it because he's generous. Maybe he will do it because this is a bigger deal than just a one game record, but I don't know.
And I think the fact that it's against his old team, the Giants, makes a little bit of a twist here.
Yeah, then maybe he'll want to play because it's his old team.
Right. And Giants fans, I think, still like him. They're not mad at him because he didn't ask to go to the Eagles.
No, he didn't.
He was traded.
Yeah.
So I think it might also be kind of cool for him to do in front of his old fans.
Yeah. I agree.
All right. So we'll keep our eyes on Saquon. I selfishly hope he plays, and I hope that he breaks the record.
Me too. He deserves it.
And we've been fans of his for a long time.
Yes.
Go Penn State.
Go Penn State.
All right. We are rooting for you, Saquon.
Yep.
What else is going on in the football world?
What else is going on in the football world? So Brock Bowers, the tight end for the Las Vegas Raiders, he broke the record for most receiving yards by a rookie tight end, who previously had it was Mike Ditka.
Oh.
Now his the record is 1,144 yards, and he's gonna get more on his last game of the season. It was a big deal for him because he played 5 years in college, I'm pretty sure, because he got hurt one of the years, so he got to come back as a redshirt.
What team does he play for now?
He's on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, you had said that. Sorry, I meant to ask you what college did he go to?
Oh, Georgia Bulldogs.
Got it. So, all right.
Yep.
And so tight end position confuses me a bit. They're a receiver?
They're like size-wise, they're usually like bigger than a receiver, like weight and usually like height, but not always height. Their job is to block for so sometimes they'll act like an offensive lineman and sometimes they'll act as a receiver. So they do like a mix of both.
All right, so that's a lot of yards.
Yeah, it's a lot of yards. That's really good.
That is really good for someone who's both receiving and blocking.
And he's a rookie. And he's a tight end, meaning that's like a lot of yards for a receiver, but it was a tight end who did it and in his first year, so
it's really exciting.
Yeah, really impressive.
All right, so we'll be watching to see how many yards he ends the year with.
Yep.
And when you say the year, it means not including the playoffs.
The record for the playoffs don't count. It's the regular season record. there's all these records for the playoffs too, but none of these records include the playoffs.
Understood.
Like, because the Eagles will be in the playoffs and Saquon will get more rushing yards then, but that does not count to his record.
Okay, well, good luck to Brock.
Yep.
Also very cool.
Yes.
A big night for someone on the Knicks.
Yep. Jalen Brunson, my favorite player, he had a 55-point game versus the Washington Wizards. The whole game was very close, but the Knicks ended up winning 136-132 in overtime.
Oh my gosh, it must have been so exciting.
Yeah.
Do you know if the game was home or away?
The Knicks were away.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh. Do you know if 55 points is his high?
No, he last year versus the Spurs, he had 61 points and lost that game, and it was away. So I bet this is his career. I think this is his career high in a game, but he with winning the game. So
That's going to feel so good.
yeah,
Maybe we are still away for our listeners, but maybe when we get home we could find the highlights and watch.
yeah, definitely.
That must have been really cool.
Yep.
Okay, we would like to wish a special team good luck.
Yes. We'd like to wish Penn State, who is playing in the Fiesta Bowl against Boise State, good luck, because we are big Penn State fans. Mm-hmm. So,
We'll be rooting them on. What's your prediction? Is it going to be a close, a blowout?
I think Penn State is going to win 35-24.
Okay, so not a full blowout.
No, because they have a running back named Ashton Janty, who's unbelievable. He's really good.
And who's the big name for Penn State?
Tyler Warren, their
you told me
tight
about
end.
him.
He's so good that he's a tight end, but sometimes he'll play offensive lineman, sometimes he'll play receiver, sometimes he'll play running back, and sometimes once in a while even play quarterback.
That's insane.
He's insane.
How many college players do that?
Not a lot. He's very unique.
Wow. So he's also a lot of people to watch, but he's one to watch going forward. Think he'll be drafted?
Yeah. And then a player on defense that's very good for Penn State, his name's Abdul Carter. He's also going to be drafted this year. He's a very good defensive player. He is a defensive end, meaning he tries to sack the quarterback.
And if they win or lose, it's the last game of the season.
If they win, they keep going
Oh.
in the playoffs. If they lose, they're out.
Oh, so it's a really big deal.
Very big deal.
Okay. Anything else you want to throw out there?
I think that's it.
Would you like to hear my question for you?
Yes.
I found this on the Instagram account Dog Mondays.
Okay.
You might have used them before.
Okay,
It's an opinion question, no right answer. And they made a bracket, so I'm holding up a bracket that I drew. And it says, of the young quarterbacks drafted this decade, who would you want?
Okay.
So, between Burrow and, who's that?
Michael Penix Jr., I would definitely want Joe Burrow. Michael Penix Jr. has only played 2 games.
For what team?
He was the backup quarterback for the Falcons, but then Kirk Cousins, their starting quarterback, got benched, so now he's playing.
Got it. Okay, between Young and Tua. I don't even know who Young is.
Bryce Young and Tua. Ooh, that's tough because Bryce Young isn't as good as Tua, but Tua gets hurt a lot.
Yeah.
I'd say right now I would want Tua, but I would say long-term Bryce Young. So put Bryce Young.
Yeah, this is a long-term thing.
Yeah, okay. So
Okay, Stroud and May.
CJ Stroud, he's so good.
And he plays for who?
The Houston Texans.
Do you know what college he went to?
He went to Ohio State.
Okay, Herbert and AR, someone Robinson.
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, the person on Dog Days basically was like, who the heck is AR? Okay, Jalen Hurts versus Fields. I don't know who Fields is.
Justin Fields, Jalen Hurts, definitely.
Who's Justin Fields play for?
He is the quarterback for, I don't even know what team's he on now. Oh, he's the backup quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay. Purdy and Lawrence.
Brock Purdy. Actually, neither of them are having great years, but Brock Purdy's better.
Daniels and Williams?
Which Williams?
I don't know. Should we just go with the last name you prefer?
Okay. Well, Jaden Daniels is really good, so.
Okay, sorry. It just said Williams. I didn't know. Love and Knicks.
Jordan Love. They're both good, but.
Okay.
Oh, Williams is Caleb Williams, but I'll take Jaden Daniels.
Okay, now Burrows and Young. Burrow, sorry.
Burrow.
Okay, next round, Stroud or Herbert?
CJ Stroud.
Okay, next round, Hurts or Purdy?
Jalen Hurts.
And next round, Daniels or Love?
Ooh. That's so close.
How are you going to decide? What's your deciding factor here?
I'm going to say Jordan Love.
Why?
Because I feel like the Commanders, so Jaden Daniels is a rookie.
Okay.
Last year, the Commanders, they weren't, great or terrible. They were kind of, okay. But when Jordan Love came in, when Aaron Rodgers left the Packers, they were, terrible. And he turned, the whole team around. And now they're really good, so. They're both very good, though, so.
All right. Now, between Burrow and Stroud.
So hard.
Who do you want your franchise quarterback to be?
Oh, my God, that's so hard. I'm going to say Joe Burrow. Just because I think he's been playing longer and he has, more experience and, when it comes to, playoff games and all that. And by stats, he's, especially this season, is better.
For example, he sat on my bench during fantasy football this week and had how many points? 70?
84 points.
84 points. Good management, Jenna. Okay, between Hurts and Love, who you going with?
Jalen Hurts.
Ooh, that was a no-brainer.
Well, they're both very good, but Jalen Hurts is just a really good player.
All right, the final pick, Burrow versus Hurts. Who are you choosing as your franchise quarterback?
I'm going to take Burrow because Jalen Hurts, his team has always been really good, but that's also because of their defense is always really good, and especially this year, Saquon Barkley has over 2,000 yards, and they've been using him a lot on offense. Mm-hmm. And also, he runs a lot, so I think he's more likely to get hurt. And Joe Burrow, right now, he's leading the league in passing touchdowns and passing yards, which is, a big deal. So I'll take Joe Burrow.
All right. That is also what the Dog Monday.
Yes? Really?
Dog Mondays guys picked too. I crossed it out so you couldn't see it, but they picked Burrow as well.
Okay.
So listeners, the bracket, I'll post a picture of it on our Instagram page. And you too can do it with yourself, your kids' friends, your students, your grandchildren, your nieces and nephews, and let us know who they or you choose as your quarterback.
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. All right. Thank you for listening. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Avi.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.